By the way, another I called it moment. The trans teacher with giant prosthetic breast story dominated the culture wars according to the neighbors is not in fact trans and presents as a man in his everyday life. I hate to, well, not really. I love to report to you that I motherfucking told you so, okay? Once again, as always, I was fucking calling this from the goddamn jump. I told you this was like not like a fucking real trans person. And I even told you, even if this was like actually a real trans person, they're a fucking psychopath. Okay? And that doesn't reflect on the entirety of the trans population at all. But of course, nefarious propaganda outlets literally did not care, did not want to do their due diligence, and did not care what the truth was anyway. As I'm sure they will probably turn around and still use this as somehow, look how crazy trans people are. When this person is not a trans person. Pictures and videos of Lemieux sparked serious complaints from parents that someone with such outlandish look was not suitable for teaching their children and was distracting them from learning. The attention it brought to the school was also unwelcome, leading to bomb threats and heavy police presence on campus. The idea that people thought that this person was trans led to the school getting bomb threats, by the way. Just think about how normal our society is. Not even trans, just like the idea that they're trans alone was enough for people to be like, let's bomb this fucking school. Meanwhile, turns out it's a Tim Dillon prank. You know what I mean? Look at this fucking guy. Tim Dillon loses a little bit of weight, immediately does this shit in Canada. I see what you're doing, motherfucker. The teacher, who until a few years ago went by the name Carrie, left Ontario's Oakville Trafalgar High School this week wearing the gigantic breasts, a blonde wig and glasses, but it wasn't long until the cartoonish clothing came off. After shopping at a department store and pet supply shop dressed as a woman, Lemieux headed home to get changed and emerged dressed as a man 30 minutes later. Lemieux then spent the afternoon in public wearing men's sweatpants, trainers, a gray t-shirt, a navy puffer vest without the breast, makeup, glasses, or wig. Yeah, my friend's brother is in his class, and I've been saying this to everyone, and people just keep accusing me of misgendering them. He also was fired for sexism on his previous job. That's so funny. There you go. Wow, his comically massive fucking titties were not real. That's crazy. I can't believe this person's comical Z-cup breastises were fake. A person who would wear breastises with like pronounced nipples to fucking school was a trans person. It's like there are so many components of this story that I find really funny. One, of course, the idea that like we can only protect our children from the grooming that trans people are doing by fucking doing a bomb threat on school. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay? Like even the perception of a teacher being trans fucking causes this kind of outrage. And secondly, the idea that this person was like representative of trans people is so psychotic, dude. It's fucking insane. No, you can, even if this person legitimately was like, no, I'm a trans woman. Like I embody I believe that I'm a woman. I'm a trans woman. Like, you know, I want to wear these prosthetic breasts. I'd be like, okay, you're fucking crazy. Like people don't understand. This does not mean all trans people are crazy. You can literally look to a person who claims to be trans, could even be trans, and be fucking insane. That doesn't mean anything about the rest of the trans population. Okay? And this is something that I tried to stress when I covered it originally. I was like, I don't think this person is trans, but even if they fucking actually were honest to God trans or whatever the fuck, okay, and not a troll, who gives a shit? They're just a psycho. They are a unique psychopath, okay? That does not mean this is how trans people are. But of course, because trans communities are marginalized, this was weaponized against them. People made it seem like this was a person who was, you know, just like every other trans person. It's like Ollie London. Thank you. Exactly. Crazy trans people characterize the entirety of the trans population, but crazy cis people are just crazy people. That's how being a minority works. Exactly. Exactly. It's the same thing as you calling an individual trans poster annoying, and people go, oh, you're calling all trans people annoying. I know, which is funny because, like, sometimes trans people do that too. Like, they jump and go, oh, dude, you mean all trans people. What the fuck? I'm like, no, I don't. I mean, this specific trans poster is fucking annoying. But that doesn't reflect on the entire trans population, and it should never be that way. What does this say for cis women like Basheen who decide to get giant boobs? I don't even know who this person is, but like there are plenty of fucking crazy women, cis women, who do get comically large breast disease too. Does that mean that like all women should be stopped from being fucking teachers? Oh, also, speaking of the fucking groomers, by the way, remember, every accusation is projection. Former Texas Right to Life political director sentenced to prison for attempting to meet up with a 13-year-old for sex. They all look like this, too.